Father Michael?
Yeah?
I can't believe there's another medium in New York.
Medium?
Sorry, I mean bestower. I've been calling myself medium for so long I sometimes forget.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's not like I have anyone to talk to about this stuff. Well, nobody living anyway.
Hey, look, I'd love to swap ghost stories with you, but it takes
I
all my
love her
concentration to
snarky
maintain the circle.
Look.
Right, sorry. Maybe we'll have coffee later? You know, after we save your soul and everything.
Sure, sounds great.
The circle.
What is this circle?
Oh, this. Madeline taught me how to do it. It prevents anything spiritual from getting to me. It takes some concentration to maintain, so I'm sorry if I seem a bit inhospitable.
How did you learn what was happening?
You mean that our souls were being taken?
Yeah.
It was a few weeks ago. I was at the bedside of a friend. Jeffrey, his name was. He went to the Grace Group meetings back in the day. Like me, he had been in a car accident. Hit and run. He was dying, and he wanted me there. And when he died, I saw it. His spirit being torn apart. He screamed. I'll never forget that scream.
I know. I saw it too.
Anyway, with Madeline's help, I began looking into other members of the group and learned it was happening to all of us. You know the rest.
Madeline.
So you're working with Madeline?
Working? I guess you could call it that. I've been too busy being scared to give it any serious thought.
So why'd you send Madeline outside?
Her presence disturbs my concentration, so she's keeping as far away as she can until this is resolved.
What about us?
You're the ones who are going to save my hide. For you, I'll make the extra effort to focus.
right,
Ask
Michael.
about the Grace
We're going to
Group.
go.
Oh, yeah.
Of
He's
course.
supposed to give you the
Godspeed to
names.
the both of you.
At least I'm
Father
pretty sure
Michael?
that's like
More than likely. Check notes. Grace Group.
Could you tell me about the Grace Group? It was some kind of self-help group?
About 20 years ago, I was a very different person. I suppose you could call me an alcoholic, although I wouldn't have said it at the time. Then I saw an ad in the newspaper.
You still are, good
Promised to
sir.
help folks like me find their way. It seemed to be
Called
some
recovering
kind of hippie
alcoholic.
self-help group, but I went to a meeting anyway. I don't remember much about the meetings, but somehow I had discovered that going to seminary school was something I had to do. It all made sense.
Made sense.
I just knew it was what I was meant to be doing, and I was right.
ask again, I think.
Is there anything else you could tell us about the Grace Group?
No, you know everything I do.
Here, hold on. There we go.
Yeah,
What
there
happened
you
at
go.
these meetings?
That's just it. I don't remember. Until recently, I never questioned it before. How messed up is that? I'd go, I'd sit down and leave. I'd meet with the other members for coffee afterward. What on earth did we talk about? We must have found something. But I do remember a man, Benjiro. He ran the meetings.
Benjiro.
Yeah, Japanese guy. I don't remember anything else about him.
How many people went to these meetings?
There were 6 of us. You already know about Leah and George and myself. The others are dead.
Who were they?
Does it matter? They are dead. Their souls were taken.
Even still, tell me.
Jeffrey Dutta, Heather Goffstein, Peter Fielding.
Hey, there you go.
All right, Michael. We're going to go.
Of course. Godspeed to the both of you. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul.
So we do have a source in order to give us a little bit of a lead into those names.
And we shall talk to Madeline again.
Madeline?
Yes, Blackwell.
Michael said that a man named Benjiro ran the Grace Group meetings.
My host has said as much to me, yes. Sadly, he does not remember much about him.
Could you tell me about Jeffrey?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, well, lovely.
Do you know anything about
Yeah,
Heather Goffstein?
memory search
She was in the
doesn't
Grace
say
Group with
shit.
Michael.
I know of her, but I have never met her. She passed away before my host and I became bonded. I never encountered her spirit.
Michael believes her soul was already taken.
It is certainly possible, but I refuse to lose hope until I see the evidence.
Peter
Do you know
Fielding.
anything about Peter Fielding? He was in the Grace Group with Michael.
I have never met him. He passed away before I became bonded with my host.
Michael believes his soul was already taken.
He might be right, but he may not be. If his spirit still exists, you are the ones to find it.
Alright. I think we got everything we need, really.
Yep.
Well, I suppose we'll talk to you soon.
Of course.
Alright, so now we go to the police department to check up on those names.
Yep. How are we doing on time?
We are gonna end very soon.
Okay.
I just want
think-
to get the whole church thing out of the
Officer
way.
Palmer?
Yeah.
Don't blame ya.
Alright, let's consult our notes. Talk to Douchewad.
Do you have a record of Jeffrey Dutta?
Oh yeah, I need
He's
to
killed
blow
in a
on
hit and run.
the
Let's
other
see.
dude.
Yep, hit and run, like you said. Technically, the case is open, but nobody has any hopes that it will be solved.
Okay.
Did you blow on that priest?
That's who I was talking about.
No,
I
no,
did.
the previous priest.
I didn't.
Then
Oh.
you're fucked.
Yep. Well then.
Damn it.
Shit.
Do you have a record of a Jeffrey Dutta?
Let's see.
Oops.
Yep, technically.
Peter Fielding.
Can you tell me anything about the death of a Mr. Peter Fielding?
Okay, let's see. Yep, here he is. Peter Fielding, age 54, owned a fitness center in Murray Hill called Field's Gym. He fell off a ladder while fixing a light bulb in the locker room, hit his head on the bench, and bled to death. Nobody found him for several hours. An ambulance was called and pronounced him dead at the scene.
Nothing more than that?
That's pretty open and shut. Accidental death.
Do you have any record of a Heather Goffstein?
Let me check. Nope, nothing on Heather Goffstein. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm
Pinjero.
trying to find someone named Benjiro. He ran some kind of self-help circle called the Grace Group.
Let's see. No, nothing on file. Sorry.
Okay, we got what we need anyway.
Yep.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Back to the Grace Church School.
Actually, we need to go to Field's Gym.
Oh yeah.
At last, you've come back.
We come back. We didn't mean
Bye.
to, actually.
Okay, bye!
You've come back. Oh. Well, screw you too.
It says members only.
Well, go on in, Joey.
Both my legs popped.
Eek. First things
Looks like
first.
some kind of headshot photo. Probably someone famous who uses the gym. Let's see here. I have no idea who this is, but it says Tanya Corsi, good morning. Good morning? What the hell does that mean?
Looks suspiciously like our spook on the roof.
Yeah, I guess you didn't
Looks like that
actually talk
picture
to her
frame
in
fell off
her
the wall.
actual penthouse, so
I
Joey
can't
doesn't
touch the thing.
outright recognize her.
Exactly.
Oops.
Dum, dum, do, 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 do. Hmm.
Nobody here.
Hey, does it look right?
Hello.
Seriously, does it look right?
Does what look right?
The light bulb. I could swear it was blinking.
It looks fine to me.
Huh. Gotta do everything myself around here.
He don't look 54.
Looks to be in his 50s. It's hard to say. He's got the
looks
hair of an
really
older
damn
man,
good
but
for
the body that
54.
most guys in their
God
20s would
damn.
envy.
I guess
He
what happens
obviously
when you
worked
get
out
in shape,
religiously
yeah.
For all the good it did him. Hey, friend, can we talk for a second?
Are you sure there's nothing wrong with
He
him?
really does
I'm no
not look
expert, but It looks
54.
fine to me.
Well, what can I do for you?
Hey, is your name Peter Fielding by any chance?
That's me. Why?
No reason. You own this joint, right?
Yes, I do. My dad built it. You could say it's a family business. Been running it around 20 years. Seems like yesterday.
Nice place.
Nice place you got here.
Thanks. You looking to join?
Ah, no, I really don't think exercise is gonna do me much good.
It's amazing how many people think that. You're young. Your metabolism is still going strong. But time catches up with you before you know it.
You're preaching to the choir, Peter, but I'm still not interested.
Well, we're here if you need us.
How are you feeling?
So, how are you feeling?
Fine, why?
You don't feel strange at all?
What do you mean?
Well, just hypothetically speaking, you don't feel like you're gonna explode?
What, like indigestion?
Not quite.
I am on a strict diet of wheatgrass shakes and fiber. Indigestion is the last thing I have to worry about.
Good to know.
So, you run this place with your old
TMI,
man,
good
huh?
sir.
Sort of. He built it when he left the army. I took over long ago.
So, you run this place with your old man, huh?
Sort of. He built it when he left.
Okay, I get it. The lights.
So, what's the story with the lights?
I don't know. It's driving me crazy. There's something wrong with them. I can tell.
Well, like I said, they look totally fine to me.
I'll just have to keep checking.
Hey, I think I met a friend of yours, Father Michael Cooper.
Michael. Now there's a name I haven't heard in a while. How is he?
He's seen better days.
I'm sorry to hear that. He'll pull through. He always has.
Grace group.
Ever hear of the Grace Group? I understand you went to a few meetings.
You know about that?
Sure.
Wow. Well, yeah. I went to some meetings. It was all I needed.
Why's that?
Well, I wasn't the most focused of people back then. It's a long story, but in the end, I went to work with my dad running this place.
Dialogue. There is so
It's been
much
my
Dialogue. So much dialogue. Sorry.
Well,
Yeah, the only
see
thing
you
is
around.
we really just needed
Got
to
it.
check in
I'll be
with
here.
them and realize,
Yeah.
yeah, you're a spirit, and you're not a dead spirit.
Yeah, so there's hope for Michael after all.
And Peter and Heather, wherever Heather may be.
Mm-hmm. No barriers. Only prisoners.
So I found
Okay.
Peter.
Peter? Peter Fielding?
Yeah, he's safe and sound. Spiritually speaking, anyway.
Huh. Michael was sure that Peter's ghost was taken.
Just between you and me, Michael doesn't look to be sure about very much.
Now do we go back?
Yeah, now we go back.
Sorry.
Familiar faces. It is a relief to see you both.
Sorry about that. I
One of
had
the
the
Grace Group
squirts.
spooks. Peter Fielding?
I see.
What?
Still
Nothing.
intact.
Yeah.
Nothing.
He tried to get me to join his gym.
I thought as much.
You thought so. What do you mean?
You know as well as I do. A spirit cannot be moved from this world until it is spiritually ready. It would appear that is also the case here.
Okay, what about George and Leah?
What about George and Leah?
From my understanding, they were aware of their death when they were taken.
Yeah, they were.
Then there is your answer. They were spiritually ready to leave this world, and so were vulnerable. This Fielding, was it? He is a lucky soul indeed. Until he is made aware, he cannot be taken. Not by you, or by anyone else.
Alright. This is
So
our
wait,
fight.
this is
Our
our
fault?
fault?
Whatever do you mean?
Leah, George. Just by trying to save them, we destroyed them.
I suppose. Yes, it could be seen that way. But please do not blame yourself. How could you have known?
Ignorance doesn't change anything.
Listen to me. Whatever or whoever is taking these souls, they were marked long before they died. All we can do now is move forward and save who we can.
So what? We just leave the spook to rot?
Of course not. It has been known for some spirits to become aware on their own. The right face, the right moment, anything can trigger it. And if that happens to Fielding, no. Our duty is to save him, and save him we shall.
How?
Damn
the
right.
usual rules have been chucked out the window. We make a move and he gets hammered, and we're not gonna let that happen. Not again.
It is a dilemma for certain.
You've been around the block a few times, so to speak. Nothing like this has ever happened to you before?
The destruction of the very essence of life? No. Such a thing is difficult to contemplate, and to witness it, even more so.
We'll be back.
We need to think about this. Plan our next move.
Of course. In fact, I might have an idea along those lines. I must confer with my host. Please excuse me.
Follow that bitch in.
Okay.
Okay.
He's okay? Peter's really okay?
He is still deceased, but in all other respects, yes. He is as well as can be.
This changes everything. You have no idea.
Hello, Michael.
You two, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I never even considered that Peter's soul could be saved. And maybe Heather, too. Yes, Heather. If she wasn't taken, then her soul must still be lost.
And this is a good thing?
Of course. If a soul is merely lost, it still can be saved.
Yay!
So can mine.
Dialogue!
More dialogue!
So what's the plan?
So, what's your plan?
We are approaching this from ignorance, and possibly from fear. Before I was trapped in the void, I was a spirit guide for a very long time. I can learn much from a spirit by looking at it, and talking to it. If Fielding's soul still exists, then it must be brought here.
And Heather. Heather's soul must still be out there.
And her as well, of course.
Let's go to the gym.
Peter Fielding's spook is at the gym. It's not too far away. You can talk to him there.
Are you kidding? I step out of this circle, who knows what could happen? If I die, there's a good chance I'll be an aware spirit, just like Leah and George, and then...
Be at peace, my host. I would not ask you to do such a thing.
Well, thank heaven for that.
Besides, it is
Gizmo, get
unnecessary.
down.
As you say,
Yeah,
only
Gizmo.
spiritually aware souls are attacked. Since this Fielding is not spiritually
My cats are
aware,
just
leaving
straining
him
for
in his current
attention right
state would be
now.
fruitless.
Mommy!
We need to awaken him
Pay
before
attention
we
to me!
determine anything
Mommy!
Stop talking to that talking box.
Won't awakening these ghosts destroy him? Aren't we trying to avoid that?
Don't be absurd. We'll put them behind this circle. They will be safe there.
And how are we supposed to do that? Spooks like me can't enter the thing.
This might surprise you, Malone, but I did think of that. Come here. Take this.
What's this thing?
Call it a totem. It was made with some of my essence. The circle was created in much the same way, so it will make a perfect focus.
Stupid.
When you awaken, use the totem to send them directly here.
No.
They will remain safely behind
Let me
the circle.
spread my essence on you, Joey.
No,
So I'll be trapped in this circle?
I'll spread it all over your mouth!
I am afraid so, my host.
Well, I suppose it can't be helped. And I guess it will be nice to see them again.
Yes.
Yeah, ask him about both.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Peter? Anything that can help us?
No. Of all the people in our group, Peter was the one I spoke to the least. I think George once belonged to his gym, even took personal training sessions for a while. But George wasn't really the personal fitness type.
Is there anything else you can tell me about...
No. Of all the... I think... but
Okay.
George wasn't really...
Yeah, you needed to figure
Heather.
out the
I
fact
need
that
to
he
know
gives
everything you
personal
can tell me
training
about Heather.
lessons.
Yes.
Well, there was one thing. It was a confession of sorts, you see, and she trusted me.
What was it?
You don't understand. It was a confession. It might have been a long time ago, but it was still a sacred trust. I can't betray that trust. It goes against everything I believe in.
Don't you think that under the circumstances, she would understand?
I'm not sure God would.
Does it really matter? What's the worst that could happen? You lose your soul?
My God, when you put it like that. Heather was a
That's
prostitute. She wanted to
that is a
confess.
rough way to put
Feel
it.
right entering a church.
But
She
Joey
might
had
have
a
been Jewish,
point.
judging by her name, but I think she just wanted to speak to someone who understood.
Understood.
Someone who had been to grace group meetings. Someone who had had a life-changing revelation like I did. I don't know what her revelation was, but she wanted to purge herself of her old life. So she asked if I could come to her apartment and listen to her. So I did.
Do you remember where she lived?
Listen to
I was a
her.
priest entering the house of a prostitute. It's not something you forget. She lived by Tompkins Square Park. Here's the address.
Thank you. I think we shall take our leave.
We're gonna head back out now.
Then I do believe our talk is concluded. I will return outside.
Hey, Madeline?
Yes, my host.
It's all right.
All right.
Yeah, stay inside. It's cold out there.
I don't feel the cold, my host.
I know. Just stay, please, and thanks.
It is my pleasure, my host.
Alright. And we shall save some spook saving in the next episode. Till the next episode.
Yeah.
So, next time we're gonna go save Heather Goffstein and Peter Fielding. So, well, more than likely Peter Fielding first, and then Heather.
Yeah.
So, until next time, can't speak. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye now.